Today I'm going to talk about Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. This story is about a young scientist who gets a little enthusiastic about his research and starts experimenting on weird things, ultimately reanimating a dead body. His creation is so ugly that Frankenstein basically loses his shit and falls into depression, while the monster roams the land trying to find his place in the world. The monster, who gets shunned by everyone who sees him, becomes vengeful and sad, and asks his creator to create him a companion, a female version of himself, but not before killing a few people. When Frankenstein refuses to create another creature, his monster gets really angry and vows to ruin his creator's life more than he already has. The monster is not called Frankenstein. He is the monster created by Frankenstein. He is Frankenstein's monster. Got it? Good. This book is considered one of the first real pieces of science fiction. In fact, it was probably the first, and I can already appreciate it just because of that. I'm not going to lie, this was a really difficult book for me to get through. At times, it felt incredibly slow, and it kind of overwhelmed me with information I wasn't sure was even relevant. It was very descriptive and poetic, and it was nice at times, and I figured out later on that that was actually the style of romantic writing back then, but I just wanted it to get to the point. Yes, the mountains are pretty, Victor, and yes, it rained dramatically. Ooh, angst. Seriously? What about the people who died, Victor? What about the monster? He's sad and lonely, and it's all your fault, so you should probably fix it. People are dead because of him. You should probably fix that too. My only real criticism of the story, except for the fact that it felt slow, was that Victor Frankenstein is incredibly whiny, and his monster needs to get over himself. At times I literally felt like taking him and shaking him and telling him, "Yes, Victor, I know! You fucked up! We all get it! Now fix it! Stop running away from your problems!" I like how the story explored the idea of humanity, suffering, and ethics. I found the monster side of the story incredibly sad because he didn't mean any harm initially, and maybe if people treated him better, he wouldn't have had to turn to violence. Still, his sad life doesn't justify the murders he committed, but I mean, it's still kind of sad. Also, I find it really ironic how creation becomes destruction in the story. How the creature that Frankenstein makes destroys everything he loves. My final verdict? It was a very difficult book for me, but despite that, I still really enjoyed it. I liked it. I really liked it. Once I got through it and I had some time to reflect on what I got out of it, I figured that you could probably pick up a lot of good moral lessons from the story. Like, don't try to revive dead things. It never ends well. It's dark. It's sad. It's scary when you really try to make it scary. It is a classic, and I would really recommend that you try it. So thank you for watching. Goodbye.